Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another makeup rehab update. Today's video is going to be my April update. I mean for these to go up at near the beginning of the following month, but here we are. Excuse my appearance. I have been doing yard work and gardening all day, but this is my low buy for 2022. It is a beauty bank style low buy inspired by It's Just Steph. I did it this way last year. I made a few tweaks, but and it worked really well for me. It was a pretty successful, the most successful low buy I've ever had. So with some changes, I am doing it again in 2022. I started off with 10 makeup points and 10 eyeshadow palette points because I bought a ton of eyeshadows in 2021, so I wanted to separate those points out to be all eyeshadow and then everything else. I can earn back my beauty bank points with makeup empties and eyeshadow pans for the eyeshadows, and every time I buy a product it takes away from my beauty bank. I can work off the palettes I buy by hitting eyeshadow pans in the equal number to the number of pans in the palette. Am I making any sense? I'm not really sure. I'm going to start off with the eyeshadows because that is going to be the quickest update. So in the month of April, did I buy any eyeshadow palettes? No, I did not. I didn't buy any palettes in the month of March either, though I did get one in PR, but I didn't in April. So I am feeling so good so far. So I am still at 5 eyeshadow palette points. I believe in the last installment of this video I had 3 eyeshadow pans, and now because I'm filming this so late I'm not sure where I should be in terms of the dates, but just as of this moment I have hit 5 eyeshadow pans throughout the year, and I'm trying to work off my Juvia's Place The Berries mini palette, which is a 6 pan. So I have hit 5 pans so far this year, so I need to hit 1 more pan in order to get the point back that I spent on this palette. I hope that makes sense. So I hope to be earning back an eyeshadow palette point for the May update. So the 2 eyeshadows that I have hit since last time, I believe, again, I'm not really sure on the dates, is I hit pan in the green shade in my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Both of these pans came from my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And then the 5th pan I hit is shade 22 in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I hope you can see that. This green right here. I think you can kind of see the pan there. There's a pan here, and a pan over here in the pink. But I just hit the green pan recently. So I feel good about my 5 pans so far this year, but I really want to increase that number pretty significantly. So I still have 5 points. I honestly haven't been feeling that much of an urge to buy a palette. Like, nothing super new is grabbing my attention, but there are ones on my wish list that I like really want, but I'm forcing myself to wait until I earn back a palette because I felt like I blew through half of my beauty bank in the first 2 months of the year. I bought 3 palettes in January, 2 palettes in February. So I was like, I need to slow my roll, and I'm kind of on an eyeshadow no buy until I hit some more pans, which has actually been working really well for me. Typically a no buy, whether it's product specific or just in general, doesn't work for me, but so far so good. Now into the regular makeup points. I went into April with 10 points, which I feel really good about. So I started the year with 10 points. I have been buying some makeup, but also using up quite a bit of makeup, which I feel really good about. I think I said really good about multiple times already. Anyways, I didn't buy any makeup in the month of March, but in April was the Sephora VIB sale. I didn't post a haul on YouTube, though I did do an Instagram reel. So I could post that to YouTube as a short. If you'd like me to, you can leave that in the comments below. But I'm going to share the makeup products I got here with you now. I really didn't go crazy. I was well under budget. Everything else I wanted was sold out, and usually I'd be like, okay, well, I set aside X number of dollars for the Sephora VIB sale, so I'll just find something else on my wish list that I would really like. But I didn't do that this year. I had a very specific list of products I wanted that were in my budget, and then if things were sold out, they were sold out, and I just didn't spend the money, which is how it should be. So in the month of April, I had 3 makeup empties. First, I finished off my Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is a mini, it was 4 mils. I finished this off in Deck of Panning. I then finished my Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. So sad to hear that they are going out of business. They're still keeping their lip labs and expanding on those, but they won't have products in Sephora, etc., which is a really big bummer. This wasn't like the most amazing, incredible lip mask. I liked it fine enough, but I'm not like completely heartbroken that I won't be able to get this again. It also took me a really long time to finish this. And the third item I finished is the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Laguna. I got this in a Sephora Favorites kit. I really did not like this lip balm at all. The color, I can't really get anything out. It was kind of a light bronzy color like Laguna the bronzer, which I didn't find overly flattering on myself, but also just the lip balm formula I didn't like. It was very thin and not very hydrating, so I'm happy to have that out as well. So 3 empties means I am up 3 points, so I'm up to 13 points. But now we need to start subtracting for the makeup I bought. I'm going to start with 2 freebies that I'm going to ask you if I need to take points away for these, even if I didn't spend money on them. The first is the Tarte Surfer Curl Volumizing Mascara. This was a 100 point perk. Yes. So I spent points on it, but do I need to spend one of my beauty bank points on it? I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. I only have 3 mascaras and one is on its last legs, so I kind of I will be in need of a backup, if that makes sense. Now this one I didn't spend points on. I used a code because I actually placed a second order in April after the VIB sale ended. And this is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. This has been on my wish list for a while, so when I saw a code for it, I hopped on the opportunity. It's 5 mils of product, so it won't be any problem to use it up. Now both of these items do count towards my makeup inventory and will count as points when they're empty. So for that reason, I kind of think I should, but I'm also like, I'm not giving myself points for decluttering, and I've decluttered to friends and family quite a bit this year, which will be reflected in my mid-year inventory. So even if I don't take away points for these and they're entering my inventory, the declutters decreased my inventory without adding points. So that's why it's kind of tricky. I'm also not counting PR because I'm not spending my money on it. So there's me flip-flopping on the situation. You can let me know your thoughts down below. But for today's calculation, I'll leave them out. I will adjust next month if necessary. I bought the Fenty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 3. I'm very excited to use this. This matched me very perfectly in April when it arrived, but I've since been outside a ton and I'm a little concerned it might be a little too late for me, but I do have the Drunk Elephant De Bronzy whatever drops to darken it if I need to. I finished off my ABH Clear Brow Gel in February, and I'm looking for a replacement because I'm not buying from ABH. So I'm going to try, well, you guys voted on my Instagram for me to try the Kosas Air Brow Fluff and Hold Treatment Gel. This has the most amazing packaging. This isn't supposed to be a proper haul, but here we are. It's like holographic plastic. I love it. I haven't used it yet. I love the packaging. And then this was also in the VIB sale. I got the Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in the shade Cashew. And then the item I bought after the VIB sale because it came in stock right afterwards, coincidence? I think not. That happens often. Is the Kosas Revealer Concealer in the shade 2.5 Light with Cool Peach Undertones. I have a neutral leaning warm undertone, but so many reviews of this, I heard these shades run very warm. So even if you get a neutral, then it leans very warm. So I'm hoping if I got like a cool neutral, it'll be nudged a little, you know? I think this is actually going to be a really great color for me. And this was like, this and the Fenty Ease Drops are like my top two items I really, really wanted. So that's why I got it even without the discount. Because I've been doing really well with my concealer inventory, and I'm only VIB, and 15% is just tax for me where I live. So I didn't mind paying full price, basically, is what I'm getting at. And I'm very excited to try this formula. So that is -4, which means I have 9 points remaining going into the month of May. And I feel really good about that. Almost halfway through the year, and still have basically almost as many points as I started out with, if that makes sense. I have actually not been feeling the urge to spend a bunch of money on makeup lately. I've been very content with my project panning and shopping my stash. Like, there's nothing that like makes me want to spend the money, if that makes sense. Like, do I still love makeup? Am I always side-eyeing the new releases? Yes, but nothing has intrigued me so much that I'm wanting to spend my money, especially with like gas prices are killing me. Grocery prices are disgusting. Like, I just can't justify spending the extra money on makeup right now. Like, yes, I bought some things for the Sephora VIB sale, but that was like money I budgeted for. I don't need to explain my personal finances to you, but my extra YouTube money is now not going towards funding my beauty spending, but topping off my grocery and gas spending, unfortunately. Or fortunately, very good for my low buy. Sorry, my hair is like so frizzy and messy, so I just put in this clip and it looks awful, but it's bedtime, so I don't really care. I just like chatting at the end of these videos about like where my headspace is in terms of makeup buying, because I always want new makeup, but I've honestly, not just out of necessity for like financial reasons lately, but I also just have kind of just been okay with that fact. I haven't been like feeling any negative sort of way on my like YouTube money going towards necessities versus being what I typically would spend on makeup products. Like, the money I earned talking about makeup goes to buying new makeup. And I look around at my makeup drawer of shame and the makeup I have that I've never even used before, and I'm just motivated to get through that this time. I always have been motivated to get through that, but I've always like to the side felt the itch to buy more and try more new things, and I haven't been feeling that way lately. Thank you all for listening to my low buy ramblings. I just like chatting about makeup, you know? 9 points for makeup, 5 points for eyeshadows remaining. How are you doing? If you're doing a low buy or a no buy for this year, you can chat with me in the comments. Jesus. Psst. Domino, come say hi instead of being a nuisance. You're so noisy. Dear, can you say hi to everyone instead of being a menace? Look. Oh, ooh, gross. Thanks. Okay, off we go. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.